What if the secret to elite human performance wasn't found in a biohacking lab, but in a 1,400-year-old spiritual practice? Recently, neuroscientists studying the world's highest achievers, from CEOs to elite athletes, uncovered a startling pattern. The one common denominator in their success was a period of intentional solitude and deep reflection in the pre-dawn hours. They documented how this quiet time optimized the brain for focus, creativity, and emotional resilience. What these scientists had unknowingly stumbled upon was a blueprint for a practice Muslims have known for centuries. They had described the essence of Tahajjud, the voluntary night prayer. Science had opened the door, but it is Islam that delivers the true depth and purpose behind this profound ritual. When you stand for Tahajjud in the quiet of the night, something remarkable happens inside your brain. Modern science shows that this practice of quiet, focused prayer can dramatically reduce cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. As stress melts away, your brain begins to increase the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. This is often called miracle grow for the brain because it supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages the growth of new ones, literally enhancing your capacity for learning and memory. You enter one of the deepest states of mental clarity and flow possible, a state modern productivity gurus spend fortunes trying to replicate. But the science only tells half the story. While your brain is being rewired for peak performance, your heart is engaging in something far more significant. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that in the last third of the night, Allah descends to the lowest heaven asking, "Who is calling upon me that I may answer him? Who is asking of me that I may give him?" This is the time of ultimate divine connection, when the veil between you and your Creator is at its thinnest. Consider the story of Amir, a young graduate who felt trapped. He had a degree, but couldn't find a job. His days were filled with rejection emails and a growing sense of despair. His confidence was shattered, and he began to isolate himself from friends and family, feeling like a complete failure. One night, scrolling aimlessly, he came across a reminder about the power of Tahajjud. He felt a flicker of hope. He had nothing to lose. That night, he set his alarm for 4 a.m. It was incredibly difficult. He stumbled out of bed, made wudu, and stood to pray just 2 rakah. His mind was blank. He felt awkward and didn't know what to say. He just raised his hands and whispered, "Oh Allah, I am lost. Please guide me." For 30 days, he made this his non-negotiable habit. The change wasn't instant, but it was profound. The first week, his anxiety began to quiet down. The second week, a sense of calm replaced his morning dread. By the third week, he found himself approaching his job search with a newfound clarity and confidence. On the 28th day, he received an email for an interview for a position he thought was out of his league. He went in not with desperation, but with a quiet trust. He got the job. It wasn't just the job. His entire being had shifted. The nights of quiet conversation with Allah had healed the parts of him that rejection letters could never touch. If you've never prayed Tahajjud, the idea can feel intimidating. But the path to it is simpler than you think. You don't need to start with hours of prayer. The beauty of Islam is in its accessibility. Start with the absolute minimum. Tonight, set your alarm for 20 minutes before Fajr. Wake up, make wudu, and pray just 2 rakah. That's it. In those quiet moments, when the world is asleep, you have a direct line to the divine. Even 2 units of prayer, offered with a sincere heart, can fundamentally change the trajectory of your entire day, your week, and your life. Sometimes when you stand to pray, the weight of your worries is so heavy you can't find the words. In these moments, you don't need eloquent poetry. The most powerful supplication is one of complete surrender. You can simply say the dua of Prophet Yunus from the belly of the whale. La ilaha illa anta, sabanaka inni kuntu mina zalimin. There is no deity except you. Exalted are you. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers. This single phrase is an admission of your own weakness and a declaration of Allah's absolute power and perfection. It is the ultimate dua of surrender, acknowledging that you have no power, but He has all of it. Pour out your heart, even if it's just silence and tears. He knows, He understands. The person who consistently makes time for Tahajjud is not just seeking spiritual benefit. They are unlocking a level of human potential that most people never access. They are beginning their day from a place of profound peace and power, having connected with the source of all power. While the world is just waking up to the power of morning solitude, you have the opportunity to engage in its most complete and blessed form. Don't let another night pass you by. The ultimate life upgrade isn't in a new app or a productivity hack. It's waiting for you in the stillness of the night, on a prayer mat, in just 2 rakah.